The following is a live broadcast of a Lone Star community radio program, recorded and broadcasted live on irlonestar.com, Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and facebook.com/irlonestar. For more information on this show, please visit our show page at irlonestar.com/shows. To sponsor or donate to this program, visit our donate page at irlonestar.com/donate, or email us at lscrstudios@gmail.com, or give us a call at 936-666-1084. Lone Star Community Radio production and broadcast is possible by folks like you. So sponsor and donate today.
You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe, and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Hi, welcome to Keeping Up with Conroe, hosted by Visit Conroe. I'm Jody.
I'm Shannon.
And we are here to highlight upcoming events and local businesses in the area. We are here live every second Tuesday of the month at 11 a.m. And after the show airs, we'll be on podcast, YouTube, etc.
It's not live podcast.
It's not live podcast. So tune in regularly to Keeping Up with Conroe.
You can go back and listen to all of our podcasts.
You can. They're not live. They're recorded.
Not live. Yeah, don't
I'll
let
get
it fool
straight
you.
today. It's my Monday.
Yeah, and she was late, just FYI.
I was, but I had a good excuse.
She did bring donuts.
I'm just saying, winning. If you're ever late, bring donuts. You're never in trouble after that.
Very true. Or tacos, right, LynnLi?
Tacos.
We have a great guest who's
Yes,
just
one
going to
of
be
our
kind of our
favorites.
co-host for the show today.
Yes.
It's the LynnLi, Jody, and Shannon show.
Yes.
LynnLi Joseph is here from the Parks and Recreation Department from the city of Conroe. Glad to have you.
Glad to be here.
And you love tacos.
I do. I love tacos.
I hear you're the big winner.
I am. I won a party pack and some swag from Torchy's.
We love Torchy's.
Yeah.
Torchy's
So
was a
plan
sponsor.
lunch,
Yeah.
Yes, this weekend, Torchy's was a major sponsor this last weekend at this little event we had in downtown.
Except for she called the mascot an animal one day.
Lesson learned, it's a devil.
It's a devil.
You know.
Yeah.
My current mascots are catfish, so they're animals.
Right.
So.
Well, we've got a lot to talk about today. Let's jump right on in. We've got quite a few things that are kind of going on through the end of this month because trying to play catch up from the summer. The First Thursday concerts are every Thursday from here until the end of the month, right?
Correct. So the next 3 Thursdays we'll have concerts at Heritage Place.
Yes.
Who do we have?
Yeah.
Well,
Do you have
this Thursday we have Derek Spence. It's a George Strait tribute.
Ooh, that'll be good.
I've been told the guy kind of looks a lot like George Strait.
Okay.
So
Put a
there-
hat on him and some jeans, and he's probably
Heck yeah.
pretty good.
And then next week we have Bree Bagwell. She's very popular.
We like her.
Yeah.
She's at James' favorite.
Oh, yeah. She's a favorite of a lot of people.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then October 29th, we have Christina, a tribute to the Queen of Tejano. That is always a really, really popular show. It's usually
good.
packed. So come out.
And quite honestly, the weather is a little nicer than the summer months. So it will be nice and cooler in the evenings, and it's before the time changes, so it's still lighter later. So it'll be really nice.
Yes, all concerts start at 7 p.m. There's concessions on site, but you can bring in a cooler. You just can't bring in alcohol.
Right, and you can bring in your chair.
Yes,
And a
please do.
blanket.
But there
Please
is
do.
alcohol for sale.
Correct. They'll have alcohol vendors.
And safety protocols for that, are you limiting the number? Should they get there early to get their spot? How does that work?
Good question. So we are advising masks and social distancing. We have a grid on the hill so that you can sort of social
your little
distance yourself.
families in the
Yeah,
boxes.
exactly. If you brought your blanket or whatever, you can stick one in a square. But just advising face masks. But it's hard to eat and drink your beer that.
And it's outdoors.
Right.
It is outdoors.
Well,
Yeah.
and I was at the last concert with the Garth Brooks tribute artist, and I loved the squares because that was like your little pod, and kids knew that they could sit in there and they can run around and in their little square, and it was really cool to see.
Yeah, it's been a hit because people are like, well, I could social distance if I need to, but I don't have to. I can still go talk to my friends or whatever. But so far we've had some success with it, and everyone has given us really great feedback on the concerts.
Good. And there's also the farmers market thing too
Yes.
going on at the same time, right?
Yes, the farmers market will actually start at 6:30. And then the concert will begin at 7, sort of like at dusk.
So come a little bit early and walk around. Usually, I don't know who all they've got for each Thursday, but usually they've got some great like local soaps and vegetables.
Tamales
and
were there last
Carmelitas
time,
is usually
yes.
there with tamales and
There was a cookie person there last time. Pretty good looking cookies, decorative ones. Yeah.
well, I always like the tamales are always my favorite from
They were
Carmelitas.
my
So,
favorite.
but yeah, so get there early, walk around, pick your spot. Again, the weather ought to be good.
And y'all have food trucks there.
Yes, generally there are food trucks. There's going to be plenty of food if you don't want to tote a cooler in, just want to go out there and have a good time and relax. Maybe date night, family date night. I don't know, but there's always plenty of refreshments and food.
Yeah.
So how long have y'all been doing the first Thursday concert?
Years.
Oh, and the first one you had this year was a record night.
When you finally had,
When we finally,
Finally.
yeah, when we finally had one. So it's depending on who's performing. We have some really popular ones. We get phone calls all day long in the office. Are we having it? Are we having
Right.
it? Rain or shine, are we having it?
Well, I'm really glad that you didn't just cancel it altogether, LynnLi. I think that our community really is kind of ready for some normalcy. We all are, but I think being outside in the fresh air and having some good music to listen to, and you can eat and hang out, and I just think I'm glad it wasn't canceled. I'm glad it was just postponed.
Yeah, thankfully, our coordinators and contractors, they're very good about working together and trying to make things happen, even when it seems like it's impossible to reschedule concerts, because it often is. But thankfully, our artists have said, yeah, we want to do it.
They need
And
the business, too.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
They need the business, too. But also, our community does need to get out. You've been cooped up in your house all this time, no fresh, it's just probably working on your house like I did, lots of
Right.
projects around the house. But
Right.
it's time to get away from that and relax a little bit and have some fun.
Yeah. Well, and you serve on our committee for Conroe Music. And so it's great that we do have this, and we do know our local artists are kind of hungrier than normal, I think.
Right.
So they're
Yeah.
really looking for, places to play. And these outdoor venues that our community has, whether it be here in downtown at the park, or out at the lake or whatever, it makes it really nice to be able to have those to offer for them to come and play. So there is live music all over Conroe, practically every day of the
Right.
week.
Yes.
All year long. So yeah.
We are a music city.
We are a
are.
music city. So take
And
advantage
and
of
this
that.
is free, so you don't have to worry about paying for a ticket. You bring your family.
And it's family friendly.
Yes, it's absolutely family friendly.
No pets.
Well, we don't encourage it because of the crowd.
crowded,
However,
yeah.
it's not against the rules as long as they're on a leash that's 6 feet or less.
There you
Right.
go.
And
But
they can
just
stay in
know
the
there
park.
will be lots of people.
And
so
stay in your square.
yeah. Good luck with the dog on that one. But if your dog is like mine, and her name is Hyper Piper for a reason, she wouldn't be coming to a place where there's
Right.
lots of people. So
Right.
she'd go crazy.
Amber would not. She wouldn't make it.
Yeah,
She'd
no.
want to lick you and lick everybody.
Yeah.
Also, we've got Halloween.
Yes.
So we've got Trick or Treat Trail
Correct.
coming up. Where is that held?
So Trick or Treat Trail is at Carl Barton Jr. Park. And that is on the South Loop at 2500 South Loop
If
336.
you've never seen that park,
It's beautiful.
this community is very, very fortunate to have a lot of great park facilities, but that one is, you wouldn't expect to find that here in Conroe. I just think it's awesome.
Yeah, it's primarily a sports-related park.
But it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. It has beautiful trails for biking and walking or running. The pond is absolutely gorgeous. We have some groves out there, and we have big pavilions out there for parties, and events like that, bridal showers and stuff like that. We have that out all the time out there. We have one side of the park is baseball and softball, and the other side is basically soccer or multi-use fields. However, we've now connected both sides of those both sides of the park with Law Tolbert Lane, which is a lane that starts at one end and then goes out the other side. So you can enter through the baseball side and go all the way through the park on Law Tolbert Lane, and then exit out of the soccer complex. We've also added basketball and volleyball and
It's awesome. If
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
go out there
Tennis,
and check it
pickleball.
out. Yeah,
You
check
can
it out.
run. It's
Yeah.
got a
Great
really
trails.
good running trail.
Great trails.
for Shannon.
And geocaching out there too.
Yes,
just FYI.
geocaching.
Yes.
However, if I'm running, something's chasing me. So
Right, you better keep up.
yeah, exactly. You better run with me.
I do have a T-shirt that says "I run for tacos," LynnLi. You might need that one.
I need that because I really do.
Well, tell it back to trick or treat. We kind of digress. So, trick or treat. That's coming up on what day?
Saturday, October 17th, from 2 to 4 p.m. So basically, there is a whole trail that goes all down Law Tolbert Lane. And if you want a map of the route, you can come to the office and get it, or you can look it up online at www.cityofconroe.org. If you want to get a physical one, you can get one at the office.
And so what is this exactly? What do they do?
Okay, so this year it's going to be a drive-through trail.
Right.
Normally it's a walk-up trail, but basically cars will go in, and we do encourage you to dress up your car for Halloween.
Oh, I
'cause
love
how
that.
fun would that be? And your kids will probably like that too. So we have all of our vendors lined up along Law Tolbert Lane, and they'll be handing out candy and swag or whatever else to the cars and visitors that come.
Oh, fun.
It is a huge hit. It's one of our biggest events.
So you had changed it up a little bit this year, but it could be kind of interesting. See how the kids decorate the cars.
Yes, and then afterwards there is a movie in the park at one of the baseball fields. They'll show
Oh,
a
out
movie.
there at
Yeah, so when night falls, we'll have a movie
What
in the
movie
park.
is
Yeah,
it?
what movie?
Let's see, the Addams Family movie.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, I love that.
Perfect. That'll be cute.
So now, will you need volunteers for this?
We always welcome volunteers. So if you want to volunteer, or maybe you want to set up a vendor booth, because we're not charging
Are
for
they
vendors.
still available?
I think so, but you need to call Elizabeth West at the C.K. Ray Recreation Center.
And do that really quickly if
Yes.
you're
Right.
interested, because I'm sure she's trying to get the map all squared away and finalized.
Correct.
So.
So I don't know if they are still. haven't had the latest count, but if you call over there, she'll hook you up.
Awesome.
So who can attend? Everybody?
Everybody can attend.
Right.
It's free. Just come in costume because it's more fun that way. Also, the vendors who are handing out candy will be wearing masks and gloves. They are required to do that as part of their agreement.
This is a great opportunity for something for the kiddos to do. I'm not 100%. My kids are grown, so I don't have to worry about it. But I'm not sure if I'd let my kids really do a whole lot of trick or treating door to door right now, because you just don't know. Maybe next door, maybe to grandma's. But this is a great opportunity for them to get out, get dressed up in a safe environment. So glad to know they'll all be wearing masks and gloves. So
Yeah, and this year with Halloween being on Saturday, finally,
Right.
it's really hard not to celebrate.
Right.
And so when you have like those neighborhoods that don't want to do the trick or treating, there are some churches who are doing trick or treating, trunk or treat or something like that. So there's that. But this is a great opportunity to see some of your local vendors, but also to get lots of candy for free.
Yeah. I loved it when my children were kids, because I got all that free candy.
Yeah, you have to test it for poison.
Absolutely.
we are terrible mothers, y'all.
That is too
And
much
that's why I have diabetes now.
That's why I have to go to the gym every other day.
Exactly. Same.
Okay, so look, I'm moving on. So we've got the concerts. No, listen, I've got a trail of thought here. Concerts. Now we've gotten all this free candy.
Yes.
We got to work it off.
Yes.
So we can do the turkey trot.
Yes, you can do the turkey trot. It also takes place at Carl Barton Jr. Park. It will be November 21st. And so registration has begun. You just go to our website, cityofconroe.org, click on Parks and Recreation events, special events, and it'll take you to one of the pages for Turkey Trot, and you just click on the registration button.
So this
Saturday. And this is in person.
Yes.
This is run. This is not virtual. This is
Correct.
one of the first ones that are in person.
Correct.
Yeah, most of all of mine this year so far
Yes.
have been virtual.
Yeah, I can't be trusted to do virtual runs.
Yeah.
Right, because I registered for a virtual one, and I've already gotten my shirt, I've gotten my lanyard with my medal, and I was like, well, I haven't even run it yet. This is the trust system.
Yeah, but I might get lazy and eat tacos all day. I don't know.
Right.
So this is a Saturday.
Yes.
The week prior to Thanksgiving.
Correct.
right?
It's on November 21st.
That's awesome, because many of them are run on Thursday morning of Thanksgiving. I've done a turkey trot on Thursday morning, and it's hard sometimes, trying to get home. Well, I don't cook, but try to get home to help get ready.
Set the table.
Yeah, I might set the table for that. But
Her husband cooks. Her husband's an amazing cook.
Yes, he is, and my mom and my mother-in-law both live in town too. So,
how fortunate for you!
I don't ever cook. But this makes it easier because you
Not
can,
ramen noodles or anything?
Oh, I can do ramen.
Okay, good girl. All right.
She can do a turkey sandwich. She is a turkey sandwich champion.
Really good if it's got 3 ingredients or less and doesn't require an oven.
Oh.
Microwave's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stovetop. Mix it together.
So yeah,
let
you
it
do
boil
need to
up.
run in turkey trot.
So we might have to do this.
I'm
This will be
game. Let's
fun.
do it.
And so registration's already open. Do you know the cost of it?
No, I did not look at the cost of
It's
that.
pretty
I'm sorry.
nominal, actually. If I
Yeah.
remember from last year, the fee is fairly nominal. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just to cover costs of T-shirts and
Yeah.
stuff. So take advantage of it. It's a great way to get kind of start the holiday season off. I
Yes.
think and it's something you can do with your whole family, kids, and everybody, and it's kind of fun. And I love to see people dressed up like pilgrims and Indians and turkeys.
And the turkey.
Yes,
The
they're
turkeys.
so cute. And even Santa Claus a lot of times will make an appearance at turkey trots because
Yeah.
it's kind of the beginning of that season.
Got to decorate
so-
the tree the next day.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and put mine up this weekend and call it a year. I'm just saying.
Listen, I've
done.
always wanted to leave mine up all year and decorate it for every holiday.
should.
Yeah, I should.
No.
Some of my neighbors leave their lights on all year long. So, I mean, why can't you leave a tree
They're
up?
just ahead of the game.
They are. They are now.
So that'll be fun. Good.
Yes.
We'll do that. Turkey trot.
And then again, it's outdoors, so it's super important. And you can bring your family. I mean,
Yes.
bring your stroller, bring your kids, get out, and get some fresh air, and walk on your. I would walk, Shannon would run, so it's open for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's just about fun and being
It's not really a
outdoors and
race.
active. It's not about who finishes first. It's really just being active
And just finish on your own pace.
And I always kind of consider it a I'm earning what I'm going to eat, So
you're earning,
that's a
you're
good
earning the
point.
turkey.
Yeah.
In my case, earning the taco.
yeah. So we could go to tacos afterwards. So
Yes.
Game on.
What else have we got going on? I know we mentioned Carl Barton is just a great venue, but we've got so many other places in this community.
Yep.
I have to say, do you know I've been here 3 years on Friday? I started 3 years ago on the 16th. I know. Does it
Happy
seem like
anniversary.
it's been that long? Doesn't seem like that long, does it?
I don't
It's gone by
think
pretty
so.
quick. We've had Jody may have a different answer. She's not making any.
She's like, if you can't say anything nice,
Don't say
Don't say anything at all.
No. Yeah.
But it really has gone by really quick. And I have to say that when I very first took the job, I don't even know if I had accepted the job yet, I should say. I came down here and I was kind of just visiting, and I went out to look at the rec center and Candy Cane Park. And that is just an amazing facility to be a city owned and run facility. It's awesome. The park is awesome. The rec center is awesome. I mean, I just was blown away by that. And that's just one. I hadn't seen Carl Barton at the time. I didn't know about Founders and Heritage in downtown. I mean, we've got some awesome facilities here.
We do. Our parks department, our park operations group, they are so amazing. Like, they really care about their jobs. They care about what those parks look like. Every person who works in our department loves what they do, and they care about the community. So those parks are a reflection of not only our department, but our community in general. So we really want people who don't live here to come and see what we have and then talk about us. Hey, their parks are so amazing. They have a rec center, a water park, a dry park, as my kids used to call it. And, we have tennis, we have everything. We have event facilities there. We have pavilions for your kid's birthday party. We've got it all. And we have beautiful parks. Kazmierski, McDade, Candy Cane, of course, is our most popular because,
It's right on the interstate, and it's where your office is, I think,
Yes.
and the rec center. So that's kind of where
Yeah,
everyone
and
comes
Candy Cane
together.
is one of I think it's our second oldest established park, if I'm not mistaken. But they, we just have a lot to do. We have not just sports facilities, but we just have recreational facilities. You can just come sit on a bench if you want to and just stare into the atmosphere. And
Right.
that's okay. Like, we love to see people in the park. when the park is empty, we are actually sad. We want people to come out there and play. We want you to bring your family.
I've never asked, and I've always wondered, why is it called Candy Cane?
I don't know. It just is.
LynnLi.
I think it's
We
been called
need a different
There
person.
used to be candy canes there, like decorating it, and
I just don't. Do
I
you
think
know?
it's, no, in fact, I was going to say I think Candy Cane. It's been called Candy Cane Park since before LynnLi and I were born.
yes, it's been called Candy Cane
because I
Park since
remember
the
having
beginning.
birthday parties there at like 4.
Yeah.
and it was Candy Cane Park then.
Yeah, it's always been Candy Cane Park.
Okay. Well, I just
Generations and
I'm
generations.
Gonna find out. I'm going to find out.
Yeah, 'cause-
Somebody, if you know, call us at.
Call it Visit Conroe and ask for Shannon.
Yes.
So C.K. Ray, who died at the age of 95, and we have named our rec center after him. He was a crazy man that we all loved very, very much. But
Just don't dance with him.
yeah, he's crazy, but we loved him. And he told us that he took his kids
Yeah.
there to play. So
Well, let's talk about the rec center.
Okay.
So it's awesome. It's an awesome facility too. It just
Yes.
blows me
Yes.
away that the city owns and operates it. Because from a previous community that I worked for, they are so jealous about this. I will tell you that they want one so bad and they just can't get it together to get it done. So we're very, very fortunate to have that in our community and open to the residents of this community to be able to use. It is open, fully opened.
Yes.
All of it is open.
Yes.
There are some safety protocols in place to,
course.
masks or keeping things clean or whatever, obviously, because we all want to be safe. But they are still doing classes and all of that, and the gyms are open and everything. You need to probably call for reservations if you need to use the gym or.
So we were taking reservations for everything. It's my understanding that now the fitness center does not require a reservation, but we still have the safety protocols in place. For exercise classes, you do need to call because there's a limit of how many people can be in there because of the room size.
Right. Well, good. So if you have questions on that, you can, and then I think you can access like the class schedule and everything online, right?
Yes, or just call and ask.
And they have kids events. So there's dance classes and there's karate. I mean, I saw the kids, the little girls dancing this weekend out here, and they were so cute. To see these little, 3-year-olds, with their little T-shirts on, was this cutest little thing.
Yes, we have programs that you can sign your kids up for. One of our missions in life is to make things affordable for our citizens. We are a regional draw, so it's not just people from Conroe, who want to participate, but we have people from, all over Montgomery County, and they bring their kids for dance class or karate class or Conroe United Soccer, or Conroe Youth Flag Football. I mean, that's only $30 for a resident for your kid. It includes a T-shirt. So why not bring them out, let them have some fun, meet some other kids. Networking is very important.
Right.
I'm telling you, I grew up in this town, and I feel like I know somebody everywhere I go. Somebody's like, "Hey, LynnLi," or hollering at my husband. So it's we have lots of things for kids and adults. We have yoga, we have aerobics class, we have all kinds of stuff going on over there, and we have swim, aquatic center. You can go lap swimming, you can play in the water park, not all year, but
Right.
So the water park, unfortunately, during COVID, wasn't plus it was under construction.
Correct.
So, but we are really excited about the new water park.
It is
looks
gorgeous.
Amazing.
It's gorgeous.
I didn't get an opportunity to go
didn't
this
either.
year because it opened so late and scheduling and stuff, so I didn't get to go check it out, but it looks awesome.
it's gorgeous. Everybody loves it. We are getting lots of amazing reviews. The slides are all over the place, and I want to get on the slides. And so,
Field trip.
yes, field trip, employee field trip. Maybe.
I'm like it. I'm game. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. And so the water park is it's a beautiful jewel. It's just kind
It
of
is.
tucked in there right in the middle of the park. And, the aquatic center offers exercise classes as well. And we have lots of teams that come and practice there. So, there's lots of exposure there, lots of people coming and going.
And the water park, if you've seen the old water park, it's not there anymore. They moved it across the little way, just right next door, kind of practically, still in Candy Cane Park. So you need to come out and check it out if you haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
it's only $8 a person to get in.
Super cheap. I mean, it is truly a water park. It's not just a pool with a slide.
Correct.
It is truly a water park.
Yes, there's 3 different facilities within the water park, so that if something happens in one, we just shut that one down. You still have 2 other things,
Right.
2 other places to go to have a good time.
And it is closed currently for the
Currently,
season, and
yes.
it'll reopen in April.
Probably March or
March,
April.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then, but only like part-time because
Right.
school is still in session. So
until May, and
Yeah,
then they'll
correct.
start. Yeah, perfect. So watch for that. And I want to talk about Kazimierski Park too, because I went out there to fix a geocache or do something for a geocache. And that was my first time there. This was a while back. And I was just really surprised that that park is also kind of tucked away. You don't know that it's there. And there's a huge skate park there.
Yes.
Huge.
Yes.
I mean, and it gets a lot of use.
yes.
So, I mean, I thought was really, really cool as well. So
The skate park is practically used from open to close. So most of our parks are open from dawn till dusk, unless it's lit. If there's lighting there, it'll stay open till 11 p.m. And so the skate park is lit, and it's lit. You know what I mean? So, see what I did there? But it's very, very, very popular. And to be fair, it's the only skate park we have right now. If you want to give a donation for another skate park,
We'll
we'll be
name it
glad to
after you.
accept it.
Right.
But yes, so it's very popular. It's a sweet little treasure in there because it's kind of tucked in the woods a little bit, but it has a great trail. It has a multi-purpose field, basketball, pickleball, handball.
Frisbee golf back there?
Not
at that
no,
one.
no.
Where's
Frisbee-
this at though?
Disc golf is at McDade and John
McDade.
Burge.
McDade, yeah.
So where is this? Where in Conroe is this park?
Old Magnolia Road. So if you know where the Ark Church
Yes.
is, it's right down the street from the Ark Church back in the wooded area past the parking lots.
Okay. And you brought up John Birch. I have to bring that one up too, because that one is beautiful. I mean, we are just so, I got my degree in Parks and Recreation. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Yeah. So
From
with the-
where? Wait. From where?
Texas,
No, I can't say
Texas
that.
A&M.
It hurts my
I
skin.
know it does.
They
I
don't
know.
know
I'm
for
just
Parks
kidding.
and Recreation. You have several staff members that have.
Yes,
have
we
gone.
do.
But she
So-
is
We love our
she's
Aggies.
a proud Baylor Bear.
I know
so-
she is.
Yeah.
But John Birch, we did for geocaching, because we've got a great geocaching tour in Conroe, if you didn't know that. And in fact, we're very highly ranked in the geocaching world.
Yes.
And it's only been around for 2 years. So we're doing very well with it. And we did a cleanup this time last year in John Birch, which didn't really need a whole lot of cleaning up. I mean, we call it a CETO, cash in, trash out. So we do caching, but then we pick up trash on our way back out of the park.
Right.
And that is a phenomenal facility out there with a beautiful pavilion. And it's gorgeous.
Yeah, John Burge Park is truly a hidden treasure because it's so far north from
Yeah.
anything else that we have. It's kind of tucked away. It's near the lake, but not on the lake. It's just like a couple blocks from it. But there is a full disc golf course out there. We have lots of tournaments out there. A huge pavilion, which I think is gorgeous. Lots of places to take pictures. So we get lots of photographers who are like, "Can we take pictures?" Yes, take pictures. But we have, that is our most popular spot for weddings. So if people want to have outdoor
People get married out there.
people get married out there.
I could see that.
Yeah, and it's cheap because you're just renting the pavilion, and it's like $100 to rent the pavilion for 4 hours, right? And you get 50 of it back if you leave it clean. So
Wow, a $50 wedding.
a $50 wedding venue.
Rebecca, if you're listening to this, I'm just
mean,
saying.
And you
coulda
came
had
from there, so you knew
John
this.
Birch. You could have.
She lives around the corner.
He really does.
Just kidding. Rebecca. She is listening, by the way.
We love you.
Hi, Rebecca.
The pavilions. So anyone could go. Tell me if I'm correct in this, because we get calls about this frequently. Anybody could go and use the pavilion. The pavilions are open. You can go and use it. You can have a little event, whatever. Now the problem is, if someone has previously rented it, you're booted out. So
Correct.
it's safe and very affordable. It's safer for you to go ahead and call and make arrangements to rent the pavilion so that you're insured that you have it, because
Yes.
otherwise, if you don't rent it and someone else has rented it, obviously you'll be asked to leave.
Correct. So all of our facilities in the parks are first come, first served, unless they have been reserved for someone's exclusive use. And that's why we have it set up. You just come to the administration office if you want to rent a pavilion for your event, and we'll take care of you.
And that's anywhere. The Founders?
You can rent Founders. Founders is considered a special event venue, so you try not to have like little birthday parties and stuff there. But if you have a special event venue, like you want to invite the general public to come to your event, Founders or Heritage are great options.
Yeah, it's got a nice little stage.
They're not $100. They're a little bit more, but if you want to have a special event at Founders or Heritage, we will hook you up. You will deal with me directly, and I coordinate it for the city side of things. So I'll get, electricians, the police department, that kind of thing. Anyone who needs to be a part of that event to help coordinate it, make sure that our city is ready for you to have your event.
Right. So that's a good point. Sorry, I'm just kind of monopolizing all the questions
for
over
it.
here, Jody. We'll come back to the birthday parties and stuff later. But for the special events, that is a really good point to bring up. And we've worked with you, Jody and I both, on different events, particularly in downtown. I keep referring to Founders and Heritage. You're kind of a one-stop shop on that because you've got everything kind of together. If they need street closures, you've got that information. You may not be the person that would handle the street closures, but you've got it all together. You've got sound ordinances. You've got all the other things that they would need if they were going to use those two facilities. So yeah, we would love for more events to be held in downtown. Events that we're not necessarily in charge of, but would love to help promote or work with you on that. So anyone listening and wants to have a taco festival, we'd love to bring.
We love taco festivals.
LynnLi and I love to judge taco festivals.
Yes, we do.
We could do. We would love that taco festival back. But if you'd like to do a taco festival, or you'd like to do some kind of other event that would draw people to downtown, we'd love to work with you.
Yeah,
on
like
it,
Chimichanga Festival.
There's a theme
Whatever.
going here, and it is almost
Fajitas.
lunchtime.
Fajitas.
So.
We love fajitas.
We dig fajitas.
Yeah, Jody and I got to be a judge at one of those festivals, and I'm telling you, as a taco judge, I had lived all the days of my life I needed to live.
You were done.
Everything else is bonus.
But you should have seen our kids. They were behind us going, are you really going to finish that taco? Can we have some, please?
No, bless their
It was a
hearts.
very delicious job, but somebody had to do it.
Somebody. We did it for everyone's benefit.
It's for the community.
Yes.
It's for the kids.
We're here for you.
Thanks for taking one for the team.
every time.
Yes.
But for renting for birthday parties or whatever, or showers or weddings, I mean, like you said, these pavilions are really nice and in beautiful settings and parks
So what venues have what parks have pavilions?
So most of our major parks do have pavilions. Some of our smaller neighborhood parks have pavilions as well. So, you have Candy Cane, Carl Barton Jr. Park, Martin Luther King Jr. Park. That park is so gorgeous.
Right.
That is a hidden treasure
is.
for sure. It is beautiful. It has everything and a splash pad, which is open till October 31st. And the pavilion there is huge. And by the way, when you rent a pavilion, you do rent the whole pavilion. Don't let somebody talk you into saying
a quarter of it.
Yeah, I get this table. No, you don't. So unless you just want to share.
Good to know.
But so Martin Luther King, Booker T. Washington, which also has a football field. We have a lot of sporting events there, the football, soccer, that kind of thing. And they're right in the midst of a neighborhood, so everybody can watch. So Lewis Park has Lewis is our oldest park. It is a Lone Star Legacy Park.
Is that one up on Fraser?
It's off of First Street, so it's on So it's right on the railroad track past the Oscar Johnson Jr. Community Center. So if you go off of First Street, you take a right. It's one block up.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful park too. So that's a historical park, and it has some distinguishing awards. So, which we're very proud of. But it has a pavilion you can rent, and it has an all-inclusive playground. They're actually getting a new playground. So our interns this summer, that was their project, was to replace playground equipment at Lewis, and so soon it will be a whole new playground out there.
Like a play for all.
Yeah, it's going to be. It's huge. Now the swings that are there will stay there, but everything else will be replaced.
And is it but is it a play for all, like for kids of all abilities?
Yes, it's inclusive. That's
awesome.
correct.
That's
So we're trying
awesome.
to make that transition to make sure that we have inclusive play spaces, and we just want all kids to be able to smile and have a good time and experience that, because not all kids have that opportunity.
Have you been to College Station lately?
Not, I just drive through it.
Okay, well, stop next time at Steve Beachy Park. they just put in a huge playground for all. And I mean, they had tons of donors, and it's really like I was the first one I'd ever seen. And I just love that because it's kids of all abilities. So, I mean, any kind of, anybody, wheelchair accessible.
Kids on the spectrum.
Yes.
Blind,
visual,
deaf.
or hearing impaired, whatever.
Yes.
It's just really an amazing. It's just amazing how they put it all together, and the sensory and the ease of getting in and all of
And
that
the
stuff.
soft surfaces, and
Yeah,
also because
yeah.
kids fall all
Yeah.
the time, so we want to.
That'll
So do some of us adults, but
Right.
that'll be awesome for us to
Yeah.
come check out when y'all get that.
So you said we can do birthday parties. You said we can do weddings. I mean, you can have any kind of party there.
Yeah,
I mean, you're
you
not
can
limited.
have almost any kind of party.
Well, yeah. I mean, age appropriate or just
Of course,
appropriate in general.
absolutely. Remember that all of our parks are family friendly.
Right.
They're all kid friendly, and so we want people to come out and enjoy their time with their kids or by themselves or with their dog or whatever it is. We do have dog parks as well, so come walk your dog. And we have 2 off-leash parks, one at Kazimierski, and then we have Wiggins Dog Park, which is huge. So if you have the big, huge dogs that tear everything up, that's the place to go right there. So
And again, that one's hidden. I mean, you it's a hidden gem. I mean, you don't know it's there unless you know it's there.
Yes.
And it's beautiful.
if you want to find our parks and see it to believe it, you can go online, look at the playbook. So if you go to cityofconroe.org, click on Parks and Recreation, you scroll all the way down to that first page, and there's a playbook right there, and you can scan the QR code, or you can just flip through it right there. And on page 5, there's a matrix of all of our parks with their addresses, amenities, everything. And of course, if you ever have a question, my number is right in the front cover of that magazine.
Are they printing those?
No, well, just a few copies, but we're going online. We're going digital. And so we have these postcards with you just scan the QR and it'll pull up the playbook for you. Okay. All of our special events will be updated. We try to make sure that times and dates and the events are updated as often as possible. Just try to make sure it's done every day,
Yeah.
And I know you had to close temporarily due to COVID. I mean, the governor's order has
Yes.
us closing things for everyone's safety, understandably. But y'all are reopening back now.
Yes. You can rent the pavilions again. There for a long time, we weren't able to reserve them, but we can do that now. We are a go. We want you to come out. We want you to make reservations. We want you to have your parties and your gatherings. We want you to come and enjoy the outdoors, get fit. We want you to be out there, to be in your community, and bring your friends, invite your friends over. When you have your party, invite people from out of town. We love that.
Yes.
Yes,
Let
we
them
do.
stay in a hotel.
Please
Yes, and stay in a hotel.
But don't let them stay at your house.
Right, right, exactly.
So you have fields too. So let's
Yes.
talk
Oh
about
yeah, the
these
kids,
fields. Yeah.
the sports things, they're all going on too now, right?
Yes. So Conroe United Soccer is going on right now, as well as Conroe Youth Flag Football.
And it's too late to register for both of those.
The seasons are already ongoing, but we will start registration for spring, I believe in late November. I mean, we'll just start.
Yeah.
We get
we'll
a lot
start
of
getting
calls about that too. So
Yeah. Thank you for taking those calls.
you're welcome.
In fact, we're redoing our website, and that was one of our most frequented pages. Was one of your soccer events
Yeah.
from like 2017.
Yeah. So
Oh,
And it's still being searched.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
yeah.
we have the Conroe City of Conroe programs that are out there. We have adult softball as well. So you could register your team. Just go to the rec center and get
I
hooked
do
up
that,
there.
by the way. I'm
Yeah.
on a softball team.
You are
I
the
am.
co-eds.
Yes.
Oh, are you winning?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, it's all about fun anyway.
Do I look like I play softball well?
They play for the tacos.
Yeah. Hey, whatever.
This is correct.
But we also host lots of tournaments: baseball, softball,
Frisbee
soccer,
golf.
yeah, disc golf.
Whatever.
Disc golf. So we we have lots of those tournaments. We have had ultimate frisbee tournaments,
Yeah.
which is really an interesting sport. I'm hoping to get some more tournaments. We are inviting tournaments. Please come check out our facility. If you love it, call me in my office because
I'd love to work with you too on grants and
Yes.
hosting
We like
of your.
You know what
grants.
I want? I want a kickball.
We tried for one last.
Yes, we
was that
did.
last year or year before?
I'm not
I don't know.
sure.
2020 has lasted 28 years
Yes, it
for
has.
me.
Yes.
So
Yes.
March alone was 14 of them.
I know.
Yes.
So we did work on it was a national kickball tournament,
Yes.
and they actually ended up choosing someplace outside of Texas.
Yeah.
But I want us to have one that I can pay my fee and I can join a team.
Oh, you want to
Yes.
play?
I want to play
Same.
kickball.
Listen, had I known kickball was going to be like a
I just
semi-professional
take a pee
sport,
seriously.
oh my gosh, I'd be a professional kickball player right
You could have
now.
lettered in it.
Oh man, I lettered in everything else though. No.
Well, and pickleball.
Smarty pants class.
Yeah, I could see that with you for sure. Pickleball. Tell me
I aced
about
lunch.
pickleball because everyone laughs when you say pickleball, but there are a lot of very serious pickleball players in this community.
Yes, pickleball is a very fast-growing sport. People of all ages can play pickleball. It's indoor or outdoor. We have pickleball courts and pickleball time
And
all
it can
over
be
the
played
place.
all year round.
Yes, pickleball can be played all year round. Our rec center allots time for pickleball play every day. And then we have outdoor courts at Candy Cane, Kazmierski, MLK Park, and Carl Barton Jr. Park. So there's lots of places to play pickleball. You don't have to just come to Candy Cane and play because we also have tennis courts there. So, we want you to spread out. And the pickleball courts and tennis courts at Carl Barton are brand new. They've only been open for a couple of weeks. So go and enjoy that.
Yeah, go
Another
check it out.
great addition to the Carl Barton Park.
Yes, we also added a sand volleyball court and a basketball court out
Oh,
there.
I didn't know that.
I
So
didn't
now we
either.
have sand volleyball at McDade, Candy Cane, MLK, and at Carl Barton Jr. Park.
And if you've never been to McDade Park, it is it's hidden. It's it's out there. It's been there forever, for as long as I can
Yes.
remember, and it's right there, and it's off the 2854.
And it's 2854 in the San Jacinto
Yeah.
River.
It's been there forever,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
it's so well kept, and it's great to bring your dogs.
I think part of the reason why I love all of the parks in our community is because they're just all tucked underneath all the beautiful trees. And even in the dead of summer, it's not unbearably hot under the trees. There's
Lots of
usually
shade.
lots of shade and a nice breeze.
Yes. McDade also is our most popular disc golf course. We have exercise course out there as well.
There's geocaching out there
And
too.
geocaching.
We've had to go fix that one
Yes.
as well.
And there's something else occasionally that happens out there. One of my friends posts about she finds these things for like the Texas treasure hunt or something like that.
Oh.
So
What
she's
is this?
I don't know, but I see her posting
We'll have to
stuff
look that up.
Right.
Yeah. So it's sort of like geocaching, but you get to keep the prize, I suppose. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So
Looking into this.
Yeah.
yes.
Let's talk about geocaching really quick because we've had lots of people that have come in
Yes.
recently, and I think it's a great opportunity to keep your kids active and give them stuff to do. And I know a lot of kids, they're still not everything's not completely open yet, and I think that there's still some kids that are at home. They may be going to school, but they're still looking for stuff to do on the
Yeah.
weekends. And now that the weather is really nice, I love this fall weather, our couple of days of fall. That it's a great way to get out and see our community too.
Yes.
So you can go to our website. We keep mentioning all these geocaching. If you don't know what geocaching is, I didn't either until a couple of years ago.
It's like the ultimate scavenger hunt,
It
right?
is a
It
scavenger
is.
hunt. You download an app on your phone. Back in the day, originally you probably used a compass and a
a dog and a dowel rod.
I don't know.
Right.
But you download
Witchcraft.
an app, probably.
The sun.
yeah.
The North Star.
Yes, you had to follow the North Star. But you download an app on your phone, and then it helps guide you to different locations. Well, we have a whole tour set up here in Conroe. A lot of them are in our parks. There's quite a few in downtown Conroe, and they're at places that we want to showcase. I mean, we've purposefully put all of these at places we wanted to showcase, whether it be a park or whether it be Southern Star Brewery or whether it be Pie in the Sky or some of our local favorites or downtown, the art benches or whatever. We purposely put them at places we wanted people to go. So it's a great way for you to get out and learn about your own community and see what all we have. Because obviously, I mean, if you've never been to Southern Star and you go out there to find the geocache, you might might want to pop in and try his beer because it's actually pretty good. And then you may want to, if you're out at Candy Cane, and there's a very hard geocache at Candy Cane. A little kid had to show me where it was because he
was probably looking for Pokemon, huh?
He might have been, but I think he sat there and watched a lot of people looking for this because he finally said, "Do you want me to tell you if you're hot or cold?" So he finally had to show us where it was. We were because it was hot, but then you see what there is to offer at Candy Cane Park, so you're able to come back. And I mean, it's just a great way. You can download, there's a passport that we've got, we call it a passport, that you can download on our website or come by our office and pick up a hard copy of it. And then you get out and you kind of explore. And you don't have to do it all in one day. You can divide it up and do a few this weekend and a few next weekend. And then you collect. There's items that you can take out of each of the geocaching, but there's a letter and you have to write the letter down on it. And when you completed it, you bring it in and you get a coin, like a collector's coin. Nice. So it's kind of fun. So if you are interested in that, it's a great thing to take advantage of.
Right. And people travel all over for this.
Yes, they do.
Now, Veronica, who I think is listening to us from...
She better be.
From,
we love
where
Veronica.
is she? Montana?
Montucky.
She's in Montana. I think she's listening to us right now because she keeps messaging me. But she was very into it. And so when we would travel, we would stop in different places. We went to Denton once from here by way of Oklahoma to do a geocaching thing. So.
Because somebody took geography in high school.
Yeah.
Well, she's very fun, so I can imagine.
But it is addicting, but it's a great way.
It was cool that we crossed over into Oklahoma and then geocached and then came
right back over.
Yes, because you don't want to spend too much time there.
No.
Why? You have Texas.
My best friend lives in Stillwater.
My sister has a ranch there, and I only visit like when I absolutely have to, like for my niece or nephew, because I don't like the traffic.
Everything's better in Texas.
Yes.
Okay. But we'll have to look up this treasure hunt thing too and see what it is.
I know.
The stars at night are big and bright.
Yes, deep in the heart of Texas.
Got it. All right. Moving on, people. See what I have to deal with all the time. Let's talk about other upcoming things. We were going to have someone here from Monster Truck, and they weren't able to come today for whatever reason. Yep. But do you know the date of that?
October 31st.
Oh, there you go. October 31st.
At the Lone Star Expo Center.
I think they have 2 shows. I think they sold out of their first show, so they added a second one because they're limited on seats or tickets or whatever. But it is out at Lone Star and should be kind of fun and loud. Aren't they loud?
Yes, they're monster trucks.
I've never been.
What quiet monsters do
I
you
think I actually did go. No, maybe, maybe I didn't go to it, but I think my son, I think I talked my dad into taking my son on that one.
Monster Truck is like got a little special place in my heart. When I was a kid, my mom worked at the Astrodome.
The OG.
Oh my gosh, the old destruction derby. Oh my gosh, that's where I first met Bigfoot, and I was in love.
Aw.
Okay, well,
Not the one named Daryl on the commercial, but
the real one.
Daryl.
The
truck.
And I do know that the Monster Truck, they are looking for trash cars. So if anybody has any trash cars, they are struggling to find any that the Monster Trucks can eat.
Yes.
And tear up.
Okay. That's October 31st. What else is going on out there?
Oh my gosh. There's just lots going on in general.
I've got the concerts listed on here. I know there's a comedy club. I think it's 21 and up.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure. I think I read somewhere just recently that it is 21 and up.
Is it like a 2-drink minimum or something?
I don't know.
I'll drink
Their
it too.
tickets sell out.
Okay.
So it's held out at Margaritaville, and I think they do it once a month. You can get more information on our website on this. Visit Conroe.com. It is on our calendar of events. It's called Script and Riff Comedy Club, and I believe it is 21 and up. Obviously, they do have alcohol and food there as well. So you might want to take advantage of that. That's actually, if you haven't been, have you been to Margaritaville?
Not yet.
We're going to have to fix that.
Okay.
It's
I'm game.
Really.
I mean, I've been to the one in New Orleans where just the restaurant, but not like a resort.
I go to the restaurant. It's open. Skylar and I went before she left, and she went to the other Marine school. And
who I think we're playing this weekend.
So, the Bulldogs will win. But at least they better. They have my tuition. But
it's not yours anymore.
Anyways, the food is amazing there at Land Shark. They have the burgers, they have the salads, they have the tacos. So we'll definitely have to get you out there and try some of the yumminess.
Yeah, and if
I heard 3 of my favorite things right there.
there you go.
Exactly.
And if you've been there before when it was Del Lago or La Torretta, you just got to come back and see it. Now, I used to come to Del Lago all the time when I was in college because 2 of my best friends, their dad was the vice chancellor of A&M, and he kept a houseboat and jet skis and jet boat, whatever, out
Your
on Lake
friends are
Conroe.
fancy.
Out
Fancier than ours.
out at the marina, which is no longer there at Del Lago. So I spent a lot of time there on the houseboat. And then La Torretta, obviously, I'd been there for several conferences, and it was still open when I started here. But they have gutted that place. I mean, you would not even recognize it, other than the fact that the tower is the same shape. There's nothing else that is the same. I mean, they've
can't wait to see
really
it.
done a really good job. They have 5 pools. We were talking about the water park. They actually have a large water park as well. 5 pools. We need to have Tom come and talk about some of the stuff going on out there. They have an adult-only pool with a swim-up bar called It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere, obviously.
Absolutely.
That makes sense.
Yep, and then they've got some family pools, and it kind of goes down to a little kid splash pad. But there's a lazy river and all kinds of stuff, so it's really, and they have a beach area as well out there, and then places to dock your boat and 335 rooms. It's really nice. So
That's a lot of rooms.
Yep, it's really nice. So
They have a deck area that you can host a party if you're staying
Yep.
there. And we've went over there recently and did an event, and that was really cool because it's on the water. It's got the trees over, so it's shaded.
they do weddings and stuff out
Yeah.
there too. So check it out.
They're
if you
not
haven't been there.
$50 though.
They're not.
They're not, but but it is very nice. So check it out. And Jody mentioned the restaurants. The restaurants are open no matter if you're staying at the resort or not. So you can go and enjoy the food. And they have live music on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Land Shark. So music city.
And sit on
Date night.
And I have to say, I love Land Shark has a whole sandy area that's brand
toes
new.
in your toes in the sand, so you can sit out there in the Adirondack chairs with your toes in the sand, drinking a margarita, listening to some live music, and watching
the water.
sunset.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
over
It's
the lake.
very nice.
It's beautiful.
So go check that out. But they've got the comedy club now. So if you're interested,
They
in
have
that, you can
open
buy
mic.
tickets. I don't know.
We should look into this.
for comedy or for singing.
I think we'd shut that place down. We're
Karaoke
crazy.
all the way.
Oh, scare me.
Actually, my girlfriend and I were talking about that this weekend, about that one time we karaoke'd.
That one time.
That'll be the last time.
Oh, Lord.
And then, of course, we have Renaissance Festival is going on. I mean, did you see that some of the buildings burned?
Yeah.
Was that last weekend or
It was
weekend
last-
before last?
No.
not this.
No,
it was
not
Friday
This
or
past.
It was Friday.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Gosh, see,
Welcome to 2020. It feels like 5 years ago.
But it was contained to only a
Just
few buildings, and so it did not hurt anybody, didn't affect anything. They are still open. I mean, it affected that building, but it didn't.
They are still open for business.
And they've got all kinds of safety protocols. Jody and I went and checked it out
Yes.
before they opened. They are spraying everything down. They're wiping everything down. They're even giving free COVID tests on the outside before you go in. But it's not like you'll get the results right then. So I don't understand that. But they're social distancing. They're encouraging masks.
So they know who to
and-
pinpoint.
I guess. I don't know.
But most
kidding.
importantly, Shannon and I can confirm with all of their safety measures, the food is still amazing.
Oh yeah, the food is great.
Still delicious.
They've added a lot of food too.
that turkey
so.
leg was on point.
You got to have that when you go.
I mean, I think it's a
We
must.
did share the turkey leg.
Yeah, I
'cause
mean,
it
there was we
huge.
looked at it and we're like, you're going to share, right?
It was good. It was really good.
yes.
So what else do?
I was just going to say that we have a one of the first holiday markets has been set. It was just added to our
Is that the
calendar.
one out at Lone Star?
No, it's going to be at April Sounds, and it's the Ladies Association Holiday Market, and it's going to be on October 28th, which I love going and seeing these local vendors and getting some goodies, whether it be for a coworker or, a family member, and you're supporting the local businesses, and you're getting some amazing creative ideas. And so that's one of my best parts about the holiday. And so I'm excited to see that we are.
And
still gonna have
nobody
one.
needs anything. So it's always nice to, I like buy local, look
Yes.
for something unique and fun. So that's
And
a good
you
idea.
come up with such creative ideas because I wouldn't have never thought of some of these ideas. And then, and it's perfect for just that one person. So yeah, it's going to be on October 28th out at April Sounds. And it looks like they're going to have over 25 vendors.
And then really
Wow.
quickly
Yeah.
before we go, I know we're running out of time, but I do want to mention that the Toby Powell Christmas celebration is happening.
Yes.
You haven't heard a whole lot about it, but we are in the middle of planning for it. The tree lighting will be December 1st. That is the Tuesday after Thanksgiving.
Correct.
So mark your calendars for that. And then I'm assuming, and we don't know yet, actually, I think they're still fine tuning who's going to actually run the parade and how that will all work, but that should be that following Saturday. So stay tuned for more information about that. And as always, you can always go to our website for any of this information. And we also connect over to all the park stuff. So if you can't maneuver around the city page, it's on our page, which is visitconroe.com. You can find information on everything we've talked about on both of those websites. So feel free to get on there. And remember, if you've got any events that you want to promote during this holiday season or beyond, it is free to list them on our website, and we pull from it for things like this. So be sure and add all of your events on our visitconroe.com website. So.
Correct.
Anything else? Thank you for being the LynnLi, Jody, and Shannon show today.
Awesome. I like this show.
Yeah.
It's fun. We are a pretty fun crowd.
We're glad you were able to come and
Thanks
speak
for
with
inviting me.
us. Yeah, we're glad to have you anytime. Definitely come back anytime for sure.
Just
You know
come
where
in.
I'm at.
Or
Bring
you
the
know what?
tacos.
If one of us is out, we know who to call.
Yes.
There
Cool.
you go.
Yeah. Because we do that from time to time. One of us has got an event or, a conference we must attend. So you're now on call.
There you
All
go.
right. I'll
There you
come
go.
anytime you call.
You're on.
All right. Well, it's been fun. So, want to know about local hidden treasures, looking for things to do in Conroe? The goal of Keeping Up with Conroe is to promote all that Conroe has to offer to residents and to visitors. So tune in monthly. We are here live the second Tuesday of every month at 11 a.m. And after the show airs, we will post on podcast, YouTube, etc. So check out our website at www.visitconroe.com or follow us on social media. Search @VisitConroe and tune in regularly to Keeping Up with Conroe.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thanks, LynnLi.